Heavy feet and hooves trampled the local flora as the group tried to escape. There were 13 of them in total, mercenaries tasked with the most difficult jobs. As they reached the edge of what passed for a forest on this bizarre planet, the order came from the front to stop. For the first few moments, the only sound that could be heard was their heavy breathing. A cool breeze was beginning to blow into the forest from the empty field before them. A dull roar of complaints began to grow louder. "So much for our lucky streak," one laughed. Once they caught their collective breath, the debate began. "We can't keep up like this," one began. "At this rate, they are going to catch us before we reach the ship." At this, one of the group alphas stood a little straighter. "It's pretty clear what needs to happen," she coughed. "Someone is going to have to stay behind, and that someone should be me." There was a general protest at this decision, but the loudest voice had been from the least formidable member of the group, the resident tech expert and good luck charm, a human named Ben. "That ain't happening, Kat. There's always a way to—" "No," Traction interrupted. "Not this time, little human. This time blood must be spilt. And who better than I?" It was tough to argue with her. She was a behemoth even among her already formidable people. Her skin was almost an inch thick, making her resistant to most blasters. With her battle armor, she was like a walking tank. But it would only be enough for a short while against this many pursuers. Ben realized his voice wouldn't be listened to and began to look at his surroundings. "That's a nice breeze," he whispered absent-mindedly. "If I may," interjected Sivacure. "You aren't the only alpha here. I happen to think that my own style may be more suited to this situation." Sivacure was a serpentine ambush fighter. He was smaller than Traction, but much quicker. He had reinforced his claws with a titanium alloy, and he could move silently to kill his opponents undetected. But not even he could evade this many opponents for long. As the two alphas butted heads, no one seemed to notice that the human had wandered off. When Ben made his way back to the group, almost everyone was yelling. The loudest voice belonged to Traction. "I don't care how quick you are, I could break you like a smoke." Traction looked away from the group for a moment. Everyone else did the same until Ben pointed to the forest and shouted, "Fire!" Ben's efforts had yielded a rapidly growing wildfire. The wind was pushing the blaze further into the forest and towards their pursuers. "This is our chance," the two alphas shouted in unison. The group began moving once more, now confident that they were safe. Once they reached their ship, the group had a moment to breathe once more. They began to revel in their good fortune. Everyone agreed that their string of good luck since Ben joined them was miraculous. Meanwhile, Ben wondered to himself how they had ever gotten on without him.